1992 law. And with yesterday's release, about 90% of all documents related to the 98%, related to the 1963 assassination have now been made public. Just 3% of the records remain redacted in whole or in part, according to the National Archives, which controls the JFK assassination records collection.
Let's bring in NBC senior national political reporter Mark Caputo. He's been covering this story also with author of NBC's presidential historian Michael Bessel. Mark, let's start with you. You know, it seems like they released all the records we needed to see, except the records that we needed to see. Like, for instance, the shadowy CIA figure that ran the covert Cuba operation who led a house war 4 months before the assassination. They decided not to release those records. What gives?
Yeah, the guy's name is George Joannides, and under the 1992 law that we can reference, it created the structure to have a warehouse, a JFK collection under the National Archives. Well, the documents that this nonprofit group that sued to get all of these records released, the Mary Farrell Foundation, had found in separate sort of reporting and snooping around, there are probably about 44 records related to George Joannides that never made it into the JFK collection. So as a result, when the Biden administration's like, woohoo, we've released all these records, look at all the transparency, the reality is that there are these records about George Joannides' pro-Castro, or better said, anti-Castro group, that somehow came into contact with Lee Harvey Oswald 4 months before the shooting. Lee Harvey Oswald somehow went to Mexico, somehow made contact with the Cuban and Soviet embassies and built up his name publicly as a pro-Castro sympathizer. And so immediately after the shooting, all of a sudden the news media and the public had all this access to Lee Harvey Oswald sort of being a communist and, again, a pro-Castro sympathizer. And all of a sudden, at the time, right after the shooting, there was this belief that, oh, my God, it's the communists who did it. It's the communists who are behind it. At the same time, there was an operation that was being launched and considered by the Pentagon called Operation Northwoods, which was designed to stage a spectacular false flag terrorist attack in the United States to blame on Castro. And lo and behold, here you have Lee Harvey Oswald. A lot of suspicious stuff, a lot of strange stuff. And the other aspect of George Joannides, whose identity and role in all of this only came out as a result of this law in 1992. Only in the 90s did we find this stuff out. By the way, he died in 1990. Joannides had been appointed after his retirement, pulled out of retirement by the CIA, to be a liaison with the House Investigative Committee in 1976. And the CIA and Joannides never told the House panel, the general counsel, the investigators, hey, by the way, I was involved in this program that made contact with Lee Harvey Oswald 4 months before the shooting. And the CIA to this day will not answer the question why he lied, why they lied. And it's among the many questions they won't answer.
Yeah, it's insane. So Michael, we have been hypercritical of conspiracy theories on this show for years. I mocked and ridiculed truthers who claimed that George W. Bush 9/11 was an inside deal. You know, this is all leading to a but. But let me say this, since I learned this in DBT. And at the same time,